And we're back with our continuing coverage of this year's St. Louis District Golf Association Men's Championship, the big major, and we're joined by the executive director, or secretary, I think you're called, Roy Wilson of the St. Louis District Golf Association. Roy, how you doing?
Doing great. Glad to join you, Dustin.
Well, you got to be excited. Out at WingHaven Country Club, Nicholas Design, great golf course. You got a great field, and you've got some decent weather. It's hot, but a decent weekend it looks like.
Yeah, it's hot and dry, which is typical, as you know, at many districts that you've played at over the years. And
Yep.
the course is just in tremendous shape. Renovations of bunkers. New ownership's really gotten behind the club, and it really looks really nice.
Yeah, the golf course and the clubhouse itself, the room you're sitting in, and the expansion taking place. A lot of investment, good investment being made right now in WingHaven Country Club. And the beneficiaries, of course, are the members and the players competing in this week's St. Louis District Golf Association Men's Championship. You've got 2 days of stroke play, then you go to match play. Right now, we're in the middle of round one, towards the end of round one. Roy, how do you feel about the scores you're seeing?
Well, we only have 4 scores under par, which is really, the golf course is really turning out to be challenging. We have a good majority of our better players are already in, and I think, 4 to 6, under par is really going to really be good.
It's fun seeing the balance of the elder statesmen, the veterans, and the young kids coming up. It seems like every year, Roy, we kind of get a great balance of that once you get to match play. You've got the guys that have been there before, and then somebody like a Nick Langley even, or a Patrick Harrell a couple years back, they're experiencing match play for the very first time.
Yeah, we had, a few years ago, we had, this first match, it was a 50-year-old against an 18-year-old
Yep.
in the first match, and David Lux, against, Adam Long or whatever. It was really one of the younger players. So, yeah, it was a great mix. We don't put any age limitations on this event. The only thing is you just have to have an index of 8 or less. And we have a good 25 players of scratch or less, in the field. So we've got a really strong field. 89 players. We're real happy with the turnout. It's going to be a really great week.
Roy, the association, all year long, you're scheduling tournaments and creating events for members of clubs and guests to be a part of. Talk to me about what's left on the schedule as part of the St. Louis District Golf Association.
Well, next up's the Father-Son, and that's the first Friday in August, and that's at Whitmore this year. And then we follow up with the Senior Championship at Glen Echo. And then we have the Benson, which is one of my favorites. It's a 2-man event. First day is better ball, and the second day is foursome or alternate shot, and that's at Meadowbrook. And then we finalize the year with the Jim Jackson at Algonquin in October. So hopefully you'll be back in shape to join us for that.
Let's call that the target for sure. I'm looking forward to it. A great event, great popcorn at Algonquin. You can't beat the popcorn out there at the halfway house. Well, he's Roy Wilson, the executive secretary of the St. Louis District Golf Association. Again, it's a great event at WingHaven Country Club, the major championship. We're going to cover it all weekend long and figure out who's going to be our 2011 men's champion as part of the St. Louis District Golf Association. Roy, thanks so much, man, for the time.
Thanks for having me. Really enjoy having me on.
My pleasure.